Hello everyone, welcome back to the another virtual class of political science. So today we are going to discuss about the Supreme Court of USA. So within this we'll be discussing about the jurisdiction and the role of Supreme Court. Okay, the first one will discuss about the jurisdiction of the US Supreme Court, and the second one will discuss about the role of Supreme Court. So before that, I would like to discuss regarding the composition, which I have already done in the previous video long time back. So if you still wish to go through those videos, that will be good for you. So let's start our today's class. So my dear students, before we understand about the Supreme Court role and the jurisdiction, we need to know about the composition, right? So composition, as per the book, it is mentioned that Supreme Court of USA is composed of 9 judges, including the Chief Justice, 1 Chief Justice and 8 other judges. So it was decided in the year 1969. In 1969, it was declared to be 9, 1 Chief Justice and 8 other judges. So one more thing we need to understand that Constitution never specifies regarding how many judges should be there. Okay, so that is not mentioned in the US Constitution. Okay, so the next one is appointment. Who appoint the judges of the US Supreme Court? The Supreme Court of USA. The judges definitely required. So the President of USA appoints the judges of Supreme Court. Okay, so appointments are done by the President, but that need to be approved by the Senate. Okay, so he appoints the President appoints the judges of Supreme Court after being approved by the members of the Senate. Next one is qualification. So Supreme Court, what should be the qualification? Judges is not even again mentioned in the Constitution, but still it is understood that a person must have a good knowledge about law. He must have a law degree. He must be an experienced jurist, and also accordingly that comes under conventions also. Okay, so nothing is mentioned about this much qualification is required. Like in the case of India, right? It is clearly mentioned in the Constitution that person must be a citizen of India. He must have been a judge of High Court for 5 years, advocate of any of the High Court continuously for 10 years. That is mentioned, but in US Constitution, that is not at all mentioned. Now, tenure of the judges. In our Constitution, it is directly mentioned until the age of 65, but in US Constitution nothing is mentioned about the tenure of the judges, but still it comes under convention that after the age of 70, if any of the judges voluntarily retires, they will get the benefit as he was getting during the service. The same benefit, whatever he was getting during the service, the same benefit will be given to him after the age of 70. So whoever retires or resigns after 70 years, okay, until after attaining the age of 70, they will get the benefit of a service. So obviously everybody will go for that. Okay, so that is there. The next one is method of removal. It is removed, the judges of Supreme Court is removed through the process called impeachment, the same way as the President of USA is impeached. So these are just some information about the US Supreme Court and all. Salary of judges, definitely they get high salaries so that they may not be affected towards by. So now let's come back to the today's topic. It is all about the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of USA. Jurisdiction. What is mean by jurisdiction, and what are the jurisdiction of Supreme Court? So Supreme Court jurisdiction. So first one is original jurisdiction. The first one is original jurisdiction. So what is mean by original jurisdiction? So the cases which comes to Supreme Court at the first instance, okay, that is known as original jurisdiction. Directly that case will be looked after by the Supreme Court. So now which are the cases? Like a few of the examples are given over here, like the cases which concerns the ambassadors and foreign agents, wherever there is a matter related to foreign agents and all, ambassadors and all. Ambassadors means those representing other countries in your country, right? Foreign ambassadors are sent from your country to other countries, and their ambassadors are sent to our country. So these ambassadors look after the citizens of their country, right? So if there is any problem, dispute, or any cases against those ambassadors will directly be looked after by the Supreme Court of USA. Okay. Now next one, foreign agents. Definitely foreign agent cases also are looked after by the Supreme Court. Now B, dispute. You can look at here properly, my dear. Whenever there is a dispute between two or more states, like in USA 50 states are there. In USA 50 states are there, and if there is a dispute between two states, one state versus other state, problem is going on, right? And those cases will directly fall under the jurisdiction of a Supreme Court of USA. Number one. Number two, my dear, if United States versus, okay, United States union government versus the state government, if there is a dispute, that also case will directly fall under Supreme Court of USA. As you know that USA is a federation, okay. In federation, dual form of government is there. Union government is also there, state government is also there. So whenever there is a dispute in that matter, in some different issues can be there, so those cases will directly come under the jurisdiction of Supreme Court, which is known as original jurisdiction of a Supreme Court of USA. Okay. Okay. Now third one more. If there is a first one state versus other state, United States versus one state or two more than two states, those dispute also will come directly under the original jurisdiction. Okay. Now the second one we have is appellate jurisdiction. What is mean by appellate jurisdiction? The cases which comes to Supreme Court of USA in the form of appeal request. Whenever the lower court request, or if any of the convict or a person is not happy with the judgment given by the lower courts, federal courts, or the district courts, those cases will directly, the cases can also come to Supreme Court in the form of request. Like request, appellate jurisdiction, that means cases which come to Supreme Court in the form of appeal. Okay. Now you can see a few cases are given over here, like Supreme Court accept cases for review, cases of review directly from the state courts, state court will request the Supreme Court, please review the cases. Okay. So actually it is all about the lower court also, they have been following the same law, same course of law, but still they feel that it can better be decided by the Supreme Court. So that is why they request the Supreme Court to review those cases. So that cases, when it comes to Supreme Court, that is known as appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Now next one we have is receives cases directly from the federal courts. Again, if any of the cases directly is sent to Supreme Court from the federal courts, then that cases also will fall under the appellate jurisdiction of a Supreme Court of USA. So these two are the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of USA. The first one is original, the cases which comes directly under the jurisdiction of Supreme Court, and second one is appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court, which cases comes to Supreme Court in the form of appeal. Okay. Like a role of Supreme Court. Role of Supreme Court, apart from the jurisdiction of Supreme Court, we can also study about the role of Supreme Court. Like what are the role of Supreme Court? First one, you can say interpreter of the Constitution. So as you know that Supreme Court is the only court which can interpret the laws or the Constitution properly. They can better interpret the laws properly. Okay, what are the powers, functions? Sometimes there is a confusion regarding what all are the powers of the president. So in that case, Supreme Court is there to make you understand or make you clear about the constitutional powers. What are the powers actually belongs to you? So the proper way, the better way to understand about the Constitution is through the Supreme Court of USA. Supreme Court is the interpreter of the Constitution. They can interpret, they can make you clear what actually is mean by certain law or act or any of the things written in the Supreme Court. The next one we have is like the guardian of the Constitution. The first one interpret over. Now second one is guardian. So guardian of the Constitution, Supreme Court is the guardian, means like in a family we have a guardian to look after the family, right? In the similar way, Supreme Court of USA is the guardian of the Constitution of USA. Okay, now what actually is mean by guardian? Like laws are passed by legislators. No, in the previous class also we discussed about judicial review. So in that case, my dear, we discussed that whenever the laws are challenged in the Supreme Court. So why the laws are challenged in the Supreme Court? Because Supreme Court is the guardian. Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution. So Supreme Court looks after the proper functioning of the legislature, whether the laws passed by them are as per the Constitution or not. If the law is completely out of way of the Constitution, then definitely Supreme Court needs to interfere and protect the Constitution properly. Okay, so Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution. So when the laws is challenged, and when it is brought to Supreme Court in the form of review, after being reviewed, it will be declared as ultra vires. That means null and void. Okay, now like the third one, guardian of the fundamental rights or the protector of the fundamental rights. Supreme Court of USA is the protector of our rights, right? So fundamental rights need to be protected. Fundamental rights are the basic rights given to the citizen through the Constitution. So if Constitution has given us the right, so and who is going to protect those rights? The Supreme Court. Supreme Court is there to protect our rights. If any of the rights are infringed by the state government or the United States, United States or any other group of person, then definitely where will we go? We'll go to the court for justice. So Supreme Court acts as a guardian of the fundamental rights. Okay, so Supreme Court always act as a custodian and the protector of fundamental rights and freedoms of the American people, right? So America is the oldest democracy. America is the oldest democracy and India is the largest democracy. So we have certain things very similar between America and India, right, children? So this is all about the jurisdiction of the US Supreme Court. So Indian Supreme Court we have already discussed. The video is lying there in the playlist. So if you are interested, if you want to know about it, then you can go to the playlist and search over there ISC class 12. Okay, political science, ISC class 12 political science. You will get all the related videos of political science. Okay, children. So this is all about US Supreme Court. So hope you all have understood the powers and the functions of the Supreme Court of USA, or the jurisdictions or the role of Supreme Court of USA. So this much for today. This much from today's class. So we'll meet again in the next class. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.